Hi, I'm Zach Selby.
And I'm Chloe Tones.
When I was out camping with my friends, and I was playing football, and I had a pain in my chest, and then I thought nothing of it, and I carried on playing football, and then I had a second sharp pain in my chest. It was really painful, and it brought me down to my knees. So I sat out and had a bottle of water and stuff, and then later on, it was all in tent. We had a few drinks and stuff. I then went out for a walk on my own. Sat down on the bench for about 10, 15 minutes, and then I got up. I had a really excruciating pain, really bad in my chest, and then I just collapsed. And then Chloe
Found you. And I could see his flashlight on his phone, and he was lying flat down on the floor, and he wasn't moving or anything. So obviously I panicked straight away, and I didn't know I didn't know what to do. So I ran straight over to him. I was shaking him, and there was no response, nothing. So at that point, I sat him up and had him in my arms, and when he woke up, he was holding his chest, and he was yelling with pain because it was hurting so much. And he did it about a few times, and then it was as though he'd just gone in my arms and he'd gone all floppy. And then at that point, I knew I had to ring the ambulance, and me and a friend rang the ambulance, and so we was on the phone to the ambulance, and I had to give instructions they gave me instructions how to do CPR, and then I was doing CPR, and he wasn't coming, he wasn't showing any signs of breathing, and I had to keep checking his pulse, and every now and then it would be really fast, but then the majority of the time it was really, really slow. And then I was telling the man that was on the phone, and he told me to give him mouth to mouth. And as I was giving him mouth to mouth, he wasn't breathing, but he has his eyes wide open at me. It was awful, and so nothing was happening. I was about 30 minutes doing the CPR, and then the man on the phone said we needed to get the defibrillator. The defibrillator. And so we sent a friend to go get the defibrillator, and I still remember the code now, and it'll always stay with me because I knew how important that was. And so we put the defibrillator on him, and it was obviously doing what it was doing. I was still having to do CPR, and I was about 40 minutes on the phone, and then the ambulance turned up. Seen each other for quite some time before, and he asked me out a few hours before he had your respiratory arrest. And our first kiss was when I was giving him mouth to mouth to try and save his life.